This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, asshole.
Calm down over there. Christ almighty. Did you do any Halloween-y stuff? Did you do any fall activities that you can find on...
Is this a trick question?
Where can you find all the pumpkin patches?
MadtownLife.com.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I'm so glad you remember.
Oh, my God. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
Neither did I. Yeah, did you go to any of the pumpkin patches or haunted houses or anything?
We wanted to, but we did not. No.
Man.
I know. Mad at myself.
Jesus Christ.
I made it to the Sky High, though. I've been to the Sky High.
Oh, you got some gosh darn apple cider,
always keep my cider reserves full. But that feels like you're going to a kind of a thing.
Yeah.
A little celebration of fall, a little celebration of life. Enjoy it there.
Yeah, I had Melissa stop by, Magna Babes, and brought me some apple cider donuts. And those were the only ones I had of the season, and they were frigging fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. Are they from Sky High?
They were still warm. No, I can't remember where she said they were from. She said you watch them make them, and they were friggin' to die for. We did a lot of the Halloween stuff. A couple haunted houses, a couple different, farm stands and whatnot. We did not do I guess we kind of did a type of a hay ride. Because one at Eagle Cave, the haunted cave, you ride in a wagon behind a tractor to get down to the cave. But we didn't I haven't done a hayride proper in probably 4 or 5 years or so.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I don't know if y'all have been keeping up on the hayride drama, but there's been friggin' 2 kids that were killed at hayrides.
Yeah.
One was in Tennessee and one was in Minnesota. There was, of course, in Wisconsin, it was kind of chaotic. The tractor, the trailer behind the tractor tipped over or whatever. Nobody got killed or nothing, but they were scared. Well, this is in New Jersey. A community's haunted hayride attraction was shut down after being swarmed by an estimated 200 plus juveniles. Collingswood Police Department posted a statement to its official Facebook account last Monday after the haunted hayride in Knight Park, New Jersey, had to be shut down after hundreds of juveniles were at the attraction about 8:20.
Wow.
They were dropped off, and then they just started fighting each other.
Awesome.
Yeah. So they were running recklessly through the crowd and cutting in line for the hayride. Can you imagine just being in line for the hayride? Maybe you're on a romantic date with your bitch.
Right.
You're like, let's go do some fall activities.
Right. Got your nice khakis on.
Yeah,
you're really showing
your
her.
flannel.
Yeah, kind of showing off
Totally.
your knowledge.
Let's add it to my story.
Yeah, you're fun.
Right. And then all of a sudden, 200 asshole kids show up, just busting in line. Officers on duty at the event responded and worked to disperse the youths to ensure the safety of families attending the event who were absolutely freaking horrified.
The guy and the kid in the Metallica shirts grabbing your date's boobs. I mean, yeah, it's a real haunted evening.
It really is. For the safety of those in attendance, the decision was made to shut down the hayride and manage the crowd.
Get them all in the haunted house and lock the doors and see if they make it through the night.
200 plus juveniles out there just causing chaos.
That's insanity.
And I love that they just got dropped off. What was there, like a busload of them? And then they were like, see ya, assholes.
Yeah. Well, this is what they do, right? This was the plan the whole time, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Police officers, event organizers, and mutual aid officers
ruin it for everybody.
Escorted families away. It's just like, what was going on? While
my wife is in there.
Oh my God. It's like a friggin' war zone.
Yeah.
While addressing the individuals involved in the altercations. While doing so, police received a report from a Wawa location involving 50 to 70 juveniles taking over a store.
And what if you're... Do haunted houses have insurance? I guess you got to carry some insurance, don't you?
I'm sure, yeah. Well, this is a hayride, so...
You got a question, Jer? Pull the mic up. Oh, I thought you had a question.
Well, authorities wrote that responding officers found the group of juveniles stealing items and causing a disturbance. The convenience store was closed to prevent further damage and theft.
Wow.
While managing the situation at Wawa, officers received a request for assistance from the remaining officers at Knight Park. Upon arriving at the park, authorities said they found a group of about 80 juveniles engaged in a massive fight.
Wow.
And were met with resistance from youths punching, kicking, and pushing past the officers to continue fighting. According to police, some juveniles broke from the group and ran through the nearby residential backyards. The crowd was eventually dispersed and peace was restored at the park.
It's kind of like
Jesus Christ.
This is kind of like the ultimate. It was a haunted house.
It was a haunted hayride.
A haunted hayride. It's kind of like they're combining a haunted hayride with The Purge, and you're just running for your life into the cornfield. It's
Totally.
actually very, very realistic.
I want footage of the people waiting in line,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
when the kids showed up,
right.
and they were just like, "What in the hell is going on?"
Yeah, they're takeovers, man. They plan that crap.
Well, and then so like, is it related? The 200 at the haunted hayride, is that related to the other
Maybe.
60 that were at the Wawa?
Yeah, maybe. I remember these stories being about Six Flags and stuff. They come over, the teens come in the giant group, and then they just F everything up. I mean, it's the whole plan from the get-go. But
It's just anarchy.
yeah, it's insane. And pepper spray their ass. I don't know. What do you
And then
what do you do with
You
them?
just be like, "Sorry, I got some of you innocents in here.
Yeah.
But if you want to make an omelet, you got to break a couple eggs, you know?" It's like, I don't know, these asshole kids.
Well, and then who's
I
your
would have been punching the strange kids.
Well-
You can't come at me like that and expect there not to be repercussions. I don't care if you are 14.
and who's it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn.
And you would be right, but think about the people that are running haunted hayrides. They're usually like older people, and then teenagers,
Yeah.
like helping out, right?
Right.
Who's your security?
Like, think about who's at PAX.
Yeah, your
Right?
security's the 15-year-old neighbor boy down the road,
Right.
keeping everybody in line.
Not anymore.
Wow.
Now they're going to have armed guards there.
Wow. That's why they call it the dead end hayride, because
Jesus.
you can come in, but you're never. It's like Hotel California. You can check in, but you never leave.
Right.
The haunted hayride. Then Don Henley comes out and slices your throat because you called it.
And it's the smell of apple cider.
You try to sing an Eagles song without paying the royalty.
Oh, Donna Henley. Sue me now, bitch. PC2. We are challenging Don Henley.
The ghost of Glenn Fry is going to come out and sing until you give up and run.
October 31st, vote no on Halloween. Halloween supports dangerous roving gangs of children going door to door to get their fix. When it comes to healthcare, Halloween doesn't care. Under Halloween, tooth decay rates have doubled and instances of child obesity have skyrocketed. Halloween is deceptive. Sure, it may look like a sexy firefighter, but don't count on Halloween if your house is burning down. And Halloween is not a legal holiday. If Halloween had its choice, it would allow for more illegal holidays to invade and take over your calendar. Don't be tricked. Halloween is no treat. This October 31st, vote no on Halloween. Paid for by Thanksgiving. I'm Thanksgiving, and I approve this message.
Well, that guy at the end. I'd vote for that guy at the end. I don't care who he's
Newer, gayer, dumber. That's JJO News.
No, but the hayride deaths that I saw was like kids jumping off.
Okay, so the one, Samuel Jensen,
Kind of rough housing. a little
Tennessee,
bit.
was run over by a tractor on October 12th along the haunted Hilltop hayride.
Yeah.
He hid in the bushes with his friends and tried to jump onto the trailer behind the tractor to scare the riders.
Scare other kids, right?
He slipped and fell underneath the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so scary. And then Alexander Mick of Rice, Minnesota, 12 years old, killed when he was run over by a wagon at the Harvest of Horror haunted hayride. It appeared his death was accidental and no one saw how it occurred. He was a volunteer at the event and was part of a group whose job it was to frighten riders being pulled through the cornfield area.
Yeah, it's not like the drivers are reckless. They're not trying to do Hot Wheel loop-de-loops with the hayride.
Right,
It's
no.
everybody around it
Right.
that don't follow the rules, which sucks.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Happy Halloween.
Scary, spooky, scary.
It's Halloween, man. Don't overthink this.
It's Halloween, and this year is going to be super spooky.
Happy Halloween.
Guess what time it is?
Go Tom. Go Tom.
Why?
All right, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Oh, my goodness.
Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way.
Oh, my goodness. The overall... I took a trip from Madison to New Glarus a couple of weekends ago. It was a good trip. It's just so comforting for me to see the change. Seasons from region to region. No, it was Chippewa Falls. I'm sorry, I got confused.
Mm-hmm.
Trip, Senator.
Oh, a nice trip. Yeah, very nice. We decided to drive down to
Stevens Point.
Change. It was a long trip, though. Virginia, Kentucky,
Eau Claire,
Tennessee,
Chippewa Falls,
Georgia.
What?
But it's just so magical to me to come from the north, where it's cold,
Georgia, Wisconsin,
to the south, where it's warm.
Anyways, no, it is a magical time of the year. I just like everything. I like the smells. I like the scenery and the leaves and the smells, and I enjoy and the pumpkin pie. I enjoy it all. It's not one thing. It's kind of everything. It's a just nice seasonal turnover for me.
Thanks for not answering the question.
I did answer it.
No,
I like pumpkin pie.
Okay, that's your favorite thing about Halloween is pumpkin pie?
It might be.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know there was a wrong answer.
It's fine. You're the only person that said pumpkin pie out of everybody that took this survey.
Why are you making fun of my answer? You wanted an answer and I gave it to you.
It only took 5 minutes.
Okay, then, pizza. There, everybody's like, yeah!
PC2, or give me mic 2, so Paul can answer. Paul, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Paul would say the perfect thing.
Well,
he probably will because he listens.
So for me, Halloween is sandwiched by my wife's birthday and mine.
Oh, my God, that's so boring.
Deb's birthday's the day before and mine's the day after. Mm-hmm. And even when I was a kid, it was like Halloween was a great time always, dressing up and trick-or-treating around the neighborhood. And then the next day was my birthday, and I remember my mom would always relight all the pumpkins we had in the front window. I love the smell of a burnt pumpkin from a real candle.
Okay, that's basically what I just said. Anyways, go ahead, Jerry. What's your answer? Go ahead,
Jerry. What's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Favorite thing?
Putting my display up, being able to scare people, including you.
A little bit. You got your face mask on? No.
Yeah. The whole season.
You are Mr. Halloween to me, by the way.
It used to be like a 3-day party for me,
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, it's always special with me because of
your
haunted houses.
Yeah, you're
and
good
dark
at
rides I used to work on.
You embrace it. Well, are there any good costume, or was that last weekend, or they'd be last weekend? I didn't even hear of anybody having a giant
costume party?
Yeah, at a bar.
I saw a bunch of them posted on the face plant machine. Yeah.
Didn't see anything.
Okay, well, a new poll found
what was yours, by the way?
My favorite thing? The decorations, probably. I love looking at people's decorations in their yard. I think that's awesome. But I like going to the haunted houses, and I like doing the pumpkin patches. I like all that stuff. Just the ramp up to Halloween is probably my favorite. And it's weird. You know how people will get like the kind of the blues after Christmas is done? I usually kind of get that a little bit after Halloween's done.
Halloween regrets.
Yeah.
Well,
not regret, but it's just, I'm like,
you want more of it.
Sad it's over.
Well, I'll get you some. I'll put a little Pop-Tart in your basket.
I don't want a Pop-Tart in my basket.
You're going to get it and like it.
A new poll asked people what their favorite thing about Halloween is.
Pop-Tarts!
And this is for adults. The number one thing was eating candy.
Wow.
Glad
we got that figured out.
It's like, what?
Well, my answer sucks. Wow.
Number one by far was eating candy.
Yeah. Right? Not dressing up.
That was number 2.
It's
yeah. Number 3 was the trick-or-treaters. Number 4 was the decorations. Number 5 was the parties, and then the haunted houses, and then carving pumpkins.
How do you feel about handing out? We're doing trick-or-treat tonight. We haven't done it. This is the first time in our new hood at our house. I was thinking about Pop-Tarts. I'd squeal like a crazy kid if I got a Pop-Tart.
You can do whatever you want. You just need to make sure you have a gluten-free option.
Do you think a kid...
a nut-free option?
That's not... Whatever... whatever
a sugar-free option.
Whatever...
And a non-food option.
Yeah. I'm not buying stationery to give a kid for trick-or-treat. What about
history, though? Halloween, all the different decades you've been around, going to State Street in the 70s.
Right.
When it wasn't people doing... they weren't smashing the place up. They were just having a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
And you talk about Pop-Tarts. There used to be a house on the lake not far from my parents' home where the Reeses, who owned Gardner's Bakery, when you went to their place, you had to come inside and they'd give you a fresh baked donut that they made that day. You had to stay there and eat the whole donut.
That's
and
cool.
Then you could leave.
That's awesome.
But they'd invite all the kids into their house, give you just one of the best donuts ever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you had to eat the whole thing before you left.
That's a tradition that probably went on for 40 years.
That went on for a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was really fun. But, so there's just, it changes with your age, of course. You remember being a kid. You remember being a young adult, a crazy person on State Street.
Right.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, now that I am watching my blood pressure, and me, it's all in or nothing. I might give away some onions and some cabbage this evening, and I'm going to tell the kids about antioxidants.
Oh my god!
And
Brussels sprouts.
And Brussels sprouts. And what's the thing in blueberries? Antioxidants.
They're a superfood.
Watch your blood, maybe a little fiber. Get your blood pressure down, you little bastard.
I'm sure they're going to be really happy to see that.
This house sucks.
Yep. You're totally going to get your house egged, dude.
Well, I suppose. Oh, well. I have a high-pressure washer. I bought it. Menards, 11% rebate.
Oh, good. All right. I just thought that was funny. I was like, you realize, you adults, you can eat candy anytime you want.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Just shoveling Halloween candy in?
It's not one thing. It's the joy of the season. It's everything. Yeah. Halloween is such a cool vibe, man. I just love it. I just have a great... I'm always in a good mood around Halloween.
Yeah, same.
Never had a bad Halloween. Me
either. So...
All right. So
and like you said, that's a good observation. Like, as you go through the different stages of your life, like, your Halloween experience is just so different.
Always great memories.
Yeah.
Even going back to simple as a donut. It's just stuff you always remember.
Well, then take my own kids trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I bet.
In the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Yeah.
People be like... Go to the house, I'd stay out at the sidewalk with my buddy Al. He grew up in the neighborhood too. And then the people would open the door, give the kids candy, and they'd put their hand up to their forehead, like, to block the light from the spotlight or porch light. And they're like, Al, Paul, you guys want a beer?
Right.
So they'd give you a beer that you could have a beer while you're taking the kids around.
But when you think back, I think about trick-or-treating with my sister in our neighborhood. We lived way out in the country, but it's like joyful memories. When you were innocent and you didn't have to think about voting and who you were going to vote for and all the BS that goes with life these days. You know what I'm saying? It's just so simple. You can't have it again.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a one-time deal. Right? But anyways, that's why we try to relive it, man.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Nothing wrong with going to Mickey D's on a date, right? Two middle-aged women were on a road trip to reconcile their relationship in Georgia last week. A couple big old lesbos.
Oh, yeah.
They made a pit stop at a complex that had a gas station and a McDonald's, so you know how that be. Which, by the way, side note, and we already kind of talked about this, but it's worthy of a revisit. The BP over at County N by Cottage Grove, the Cottage Grove exit there off 94.
Yeah, the Amazon's going in back there.
The BP put in a bar.
Yeah, right.
It's Pub 94 or 94 Pub or something. They took out the Schmubway.
Yeah, Schmubway's gone.
And I don't know. That just seems strange.
I stopped over after golf a couple of weeks ago. I was going to stop and have a beer. It was not open.
Oh.
It looked haunted. But they didn't have the name up. So if anybody's got a review on, what's it called?
Pub 94, I think.
Pub 94. They know that Amazon warehouse is going in. They're not dumb. How'd they get a liquor license in there?
I don't know.
Because they don't hand those out. Somebody greased the grease. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know that BP, because that BP sells
beer,
liquor
right,
and beer and everything. Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
And so I don't know if they just.
Could be.
Anyhow.
Hey, who's our favorite salon over there, by the way?
Oh, that barber shop?
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't remember her name.
You wait. Jeff Bezos going to have to give her $1 billion for some kind of
smooth shave. Oh.
I was thinking an easement to get the trucks in.
I was like, he doesn't have any hair to get a haircut.
Okay, now that's funny. Okay, I was thinking. Okay, that's funny. I was thinking maybe we bulldoze her house so all the 18-wheelers can come in. She's thinking about shaving the balls.
No, I was thinking regular head, but okay.
Okay,
because I was all like, why would he go to a barber? He's bald. And then I was like, well, maybe he needs to shave it.
Duly noted. I'll tell you what. I'll leave him a voicemail. See if he's interested. Could be.
I was like, what's going on?
Oh,
Okay,
my.
anyway.
All right, anyways,
Jesus
back
Christ.
to the McDonald's.
Oh, no. Did I lose my story?
Lesbians, McDonald's.
Here we go.
Filet of fish.
They stopped at like this place that had a gas station and a McDonald's. Now, I don't know if they stopped for gas or Mickey D's or both or just trying to get a big old filet of fish, but things were getting heated and in a naughty way. And they were not keeping it to themselves. So the road trip to reconcile seemed to be going very well because witnesses called police because they were going at it. We are talking like Scissor Town. In the grass at the McDonald's.
Really?
They were in their birthday suits.
Never happens to me.
Dude.
I mean, not with the...
Just naked and
God.
scissoring.
It's so hot.
Please don't reconcile in the grass beside the street. Get a room or go home. In a Facebook post, the police wrote.
That's funny. So they just couldn't wait. They just the heat, dude.
Dude,
the
heat.
Tamales.
Yeah. Couple old lesbos.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We pulled out of the Chippewa Falls Latacouga parking lot, and there were a couple of chicks making out in the parking lot.
I know.
That bus driver slammed on the brakes. We almost went flying out of our seats.
It looked like they were on a really romantic getaway.
And we're all in there
sweet.
going, yeah, Target.
I know. I was so glad they couldn't hear all of you. Because it was a really sweet moment. I was like, God, leave it to these assholes.
We thought it was the start of a porn, man. We all went crazy. We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we overreact?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of hot.
I knew it too. As soon as the one got out, I was like, oh no.
Oh, you read the parking lot.
I knew she was a big old lesbo.
That's pretty cool. Well, you can at least warn us next time so we're ready.
What am I supposed to say?
They're going to do it. They're going to take it. They're going to mush lips.
What? No. And then I was like, and then as soon as her partner got out, I was like, oh. And she came around to the other side, and I was like, I know this move. I do this move all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then there it was.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cute, though.
Yeah. It was cute. It was cute. We turned it into something,
dirty
awkward.
and terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Anyways. You get it where you can, man. You get it where you can.
And then you, Lance, you're so dumb. You're like, they totally knew we were watching. And I was like, no, they didn't. I don't even think they cared there was a bus there.
Lance,
I don't even think.
Lance thinks that they did it on purpose because they know there's a bunch of dudes. They're a bunch of exhibitionists.
No.
I don't know.
Lance is an idiot.
No, Lance is pretty...
You know what? Having that big giant head, he sure is dumb.
He's pretty smart about that stuff.
My God.
I looked at Lance. He looked at me, and he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to be the meatballs. Oh, yeah. I told the bus driver, here's a 20. Don't move.
Oh, my God.
Don't you dare move this bus.
Just trying to go to the Liney Lodge and have a couple lining kugels,
It's pretty cool.
Anyway.
Yeah. So what happened? How did this end?
They got arrested.
Oh, they did.
Duh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't be fornicating on the lawn of the Mickey D's.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate their enthusiasm, but take it to the Capitol Hotel, dude. You can get a room over there for like $350 a week.
So let's.
If you're nice, promise not to kill anybody.
Responding officers located a white female on top of a black female, and each of them had their pants pulled down.
Oh my God, that's like 10 times hotter. Holy crap! You didn't. I can't even think right now. I can't even think right now.
No.
Be over here.
They both did have their pants down. They were totally scissoring.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is. Good for them.
Oh my God, that's like that would look like a giant panda bear going at it over there.
I'd be eating my chicken, McChicken.
Oh my God!
Like hell yeah!
Woo!
It's lunch and a show, man.
Pulled into McDonald's depressed. My depression's gone. Longest lunch break ever. I love it. That's cool, man.
Oh no,
that is so cool.
Well, I'm glad they made up.
Me too.
They were.
And the rest of the McDonald's.
They were arrested for public indecency and booked into the jail on a misdemeanor charge.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, man, it's happy endings all around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all good.
That's good.
Awesomeness.
Yeah.
That's a feel-good story for the day.
It sounded like stirring macaroni and cheese from 2 exits away.
I'm learning so much. I learn so much when I come to work.
That's good. It's good.
It used to be a lesbian would never even talk to me.
Yeah.
Now it's like I hang out with them all the time.
Yeah.
It's like
once you got one around you, they all come. You know?
It's like you're swatting them away, you know.
It really is like that.
Fucking gaggle. Like I think I am a lesbian. Secret lesbian.
Oh no.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Now, not only is it Halloween, but it is also
part of my tough stance on immigration. Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Thursday. Hey!
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and patchouli. I like pizza with salami, extra cheese, and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella.
I've never seen you eat a slice. To you it's just a trend. Pizza is my life. Pizza is my life. Ten class deep dish, double pepperoni, yummy stuffed crust, no anchovies, pizza rolls, pickle punch, cheese and crust is what I like, but in any other week. I don't care, I'm not very picky, warm and delicious, spicy, stinky, cut it into 8 squares or triangles, all I really want is pizza to me.
Happy Pizza Thursday.
Hey, man.
Give me PC too.
Drama, like.
Oh my God,
it's so
where is
hectic.
that coming
How the-
from? Jesus, I hate all these
Did
stupid
it.
autoplay. All right, here we go.
Powers to win this guy. Make history. Jason Halkias, who now proudly holds the unofficial Pizza Ranch crown, crossed the finish line after visiting all 224 Pizza Ranch locations across the United States.
When during a relationship that I started with a woman in Cedar Rapids that went on for a couple of years occurred, and she just happened to be a big Pizza Ranch fanatic in her own right, that kind of got me motivated to try to find reasons to visit more locations. And even though our relationship eventually ended, it just continued on from there.
Halkias hit his 100th location in 2023 by his 37th birthday.
But why Sioux Center for the last one? It's kind of interesting. It's rather fitting. You know, as we know, Adri Grunwig is the president and founder of Pizza Ranch, and as it turns out, not too far from where we're standing in this vicinity, Sioux Center is where he grew up as a kid working at a pizza parlor, basically paying tribute to Adri Grunwig and his roots where he started loving pizza.
His go-to menu items are the buffalo chicken stuffed crust pizza and the cherry dessert pizza. Along the way, he even topped the leaderboards on Pizza Ranch's in-house video games. Do you have what it takes to conquer all 224 locations?
No. No, I do not.
No, thanks. I never underestimate people's standards for. I'll just. I'm just gonna park that right there. Now, if it's the only chicken in town, I'm good. I'm all over it. Otherwise, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I can see a Pizza Ranch car, like, the one there in Baraboo. There's one right there off the interstate, which was smart of them to do. There's a hotel in the Pizza Ranch.
Yeah.
You could really have a party there.
I've noticed they tend to put pizza ranches by hotels. There's also a pizza ranch by the Super 8.
Yes.
In Watertown. And when I had one of my awful experiences at Pizza Ranch, it was also at a hotel in North Dakota. We were staying at a hotel, and the Pizza Ranch was right there. And it's like, hey, you've got nowhere else to eat.
Yeah, you carve a niche out in those spots.
Yeah.
And then a little conservative Christian group of people come through, and they all wet their pants when they see the Pizza Ranch, and that's just my image of what goes on inside a Pizza Ranch.
Yeah.
I have not been there in years, I have to say. So I should shut my pie hole.
Yeah. It would have to be free for me to go back. Or
I've the pizza has never been great when I've been to the couple of times I was at Pizza Ranch. I remember the chicken being pretty good.
Everybody says the chicken is lit.
Yeah. I'll give them kudos for the chicken. That's fine. But the pizza, boy, I'll tell you, I had some tissues with the pizza.
If I'm spending money in calories, it's going to be somewhere I know it's going to be good.
It's buffet, dude. It holds a magical spell over America. I know it's buffet. It's been hit and miss for me the couple of times I was there. But that's not going to say sometimes it's okay to have pizza rocket to your colon. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But it's so Baraboo.
Dude's from Iowa, so
yeah, that's fine.
It tracks. Everything tracks in this.
Yeah. Everything is it is. It is what we thought it was. Everything's fine.
100%.
If I moved to Iowa, boom, Pizza Ranch.
Okay. We've been watching the band As I Lay Dying lose members for the last week and a half.
Chase.
And so all that was left was Phil and Tim, and now it's just Tim.
Oh no.
Yeah, guitarist Phil has officially quit As I Lay Dying. In a lengthy statement, he becomes the fourth musician to quit the metalcore band since October 18th. I'm going to read his statement. Hey, everyone. Thank you for your patience as I took time to visit every Pizza Ranch across the country.
Nice. That's details. I love it.
As I took the time to gather my thoughts before speaking on the current state of As I Lay Dying. With recent events, including the departure of band members and the cancellation of our European tour ahead of a new album release, it's clear we're in a difficult and serious situation. Simply put, recent actions have shown that As I Lay Dying no longer offers a healthy or safe environment for anyone involved, whether creatively, personally, or professionally. After witnessing some concerning patterns of behavior, I've realized that I can no longer, in good conscience, enable further actions that could negatively affect anyone working within this space. For these reasons, I feel it is in my best interest to completely distance myself both creatively and personally from As I Lay Dying. I also want to share my full support for Ryan, Ken, and Nick, who made the choice to step away recently. I am grateful for our accomplishments and friendship over the past 3 years. With 21 years that I have dedicated to this band, it does not sit well with me to leave or abandon what I've considered to be my life's work. I don't feel that I or others should be forced out like so many others have in the past. After all that's been put into this, I believe that with the right adjustments and restructuring, our music can continue to thrive and explore new possibilities in a healthier environment. Over time, As I Lay Dying has been held back by dysfunction, and I feel that it's no longer my responsibility to bear that burden. Thank you to everyone who has shown support for me in the music of As I Lay Dying. I'm looking forward to putting my energy and creativity into new, more positive ventures in the near future. What is Tim Lambesis doing, dude?
Yeah, well, this is the logical conclusion. I mean,
they've got a new record coming out. They had a tour coming up.
Yeah.
His wife put out a statement saying she's not being abused, which seems like something
I guess
somebody who's being abused would say.
Some people don't deserve second chances, I guess.
Right. Well, he's a dick.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty clear that he's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever. There it is.
That's the end of that.
It's just going to be Tim on tour.
The band is lying there dying.
Yeah.
It's dead. Dead, Jim.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
I'd be afraid. I watch my back walking away from him as well. I mean, that dude's unstable, man.
And is he back on the, steroids or whatever?
Yeah, don't know.
Because I know that can make people moody
and
whatever else. So.
Don't make Tim angry. You wouldn't like when he's angry.
Well, I don't like him, period.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.